What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Backstage Business, man. I'm your host, Aaron Serious Simmons, with the home villain. We got a couple of guys that are going to be turning to the party, but we're going to get this party started on time because I want to get these people in and out, man. We got a lot to talk about, but you guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show, man. We're all over the place, man. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in big places. I definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. As I said, man, me and Villain are here by ourselves right now. The rest are going to get in people in here shortly. But what's going on, my guy? How you doing, bro?
Villain, I'm good, man. It's a Wednesday, hump day. Got the family down here trying to put them to bed, but we all good here. Talk a little wrestling. What's going on, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Sitting here, busy day, man. Work has been working. Kids have been kidding. Life has been life, man. It's been a very busy day, but I'm not going to waste anybody's time. The rest of the guys will get in where they fit in, man. This past week, we had Crown Jewel over there in Perth, Australia. WWE made us get up at 8 a.m. to watch that PLE. And for me, Villain, I'm glad I woke my behind up to watch it. It was one of the best PLEs that the WWE has put out this year. It definitely redeemed itself from WrestlePalooza. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about it. We'll just springboard back and forth so the rest of the gang gets in, and then we'll let them talk, man. Crown Jewel, man, what'd you think about it?
I mean, not only just Crown Jewel series, I think the whole weekend in Perth, the takeover in Australia was a success. I think SmackDown was a pretty solid show. We had the Selena Vega aligning herself with her boyfriend / husband, or however you want to call it, Aleister Black, Damian Priest match. That was a good match, last man standing match. I felt like the tag team match was solid. In getting the tease of the MFTs with the Wyatt Six, I thought that was an interesting storyline. Tama coming back, so that was interesting. I think SmackDown as a whole, as a prelude to the Crown Jewel, I thought it was a good show. Crown Jewel, to your point, was way better than we expected because we were on the show last Wednesday, not really invested in Crown Jewel, not really excited for the whole card, even though we did think it was a solid card. We weren't really invested in it. I don't even think we previewed any matches. We just really weren't interested. And to come off of WrestlePalooza and to get into that match, that card, is really a good turn for ESPN. It was a really good show. And then Raw, as we talked about, me and you talked offline, it was interesting because it was a Monday morning show on Columbus Day where a lot of kids were off. If you did get that day off, I was off of work with the kids, so I was able to wake up early and have breakfast and watch the show, and it was a really good show. So I think all in all, it was a really good weekend for WWE.
Yeah, I think it was a great weekend over there for WWE. Everything that you just outlined, I definitely echo from SmackDown. Then the card itself on Saturday to the matches. I thought the matches was very well put together. We'll break down those here in a minute, and then springboarding that into what took place on Monday morning. Going back to the Crown Jewel Perth card itself, man, I definitely want to get your head, figure out where your head was at, just looking at the matches, how they were booked, the different spots that were taken, the outcome, and overall where you think the storyline can go or should go next. After the Crown Jewel PLE matches, man, you can take it any way you want to take it, man. Just talk about that particular card, man. Where's your head at with it all?
I mean, it was a really good card, but I think the fans were rewarded for really, really screaming at the top of their lungs for Cena, AJ Styles. Yes. That match, it wasn't like we're talking Taker and Shawn at WrestleMania. It was a love letter to wrestling. And beautifully done by two people that, seen as obviously this is his coming up on his last couple events, and then AJ Styles, who we didn't get a chance to talk about on the show because he hadn't announced it yet, but AJ Styles is looking to call 2026 his last year. It was a love letter to wrestling, and it was beautiful. I mean, there were so many homages to people that, AJ Styles has wrestled in TNA. I mean, just the intro that John Cena allegedly put together to salute him of the definition of total nonstop action, and then really the match spots where he did homages to Christopher Daniel. He did homages to anybody you could think of. It was just a beautiful way to put a match together and really, I mean, I think when John Cena did Sister Abigail, and then afterwards saw, everybody put their phone lights on, and then John just looked up, and you could see like he, tapped himself and was really giving Bray Wyatt the salute. It was just masterful, and it was beautiful. I don't know if you want to tap in on that, because I mean, obviously that was probably one of the highlights of the.
Well, before I do, man, Corey and got his technological stuff figured out and is in the building. Corey, what's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Good to see you, man. We started out talking about actually Crown Jewel Perth itself, the SmackDown that led up to that Saturday PLE, the PLE itself, and then subsequently what took place Monday. If you want to go back and touch on anything about that, and then you popped in, we're breaking down the different matches that we saw on Crown Jewel Perth. So just get in where you fit in, man. Where's your head out with it all?
Nah, y'all go ahead, keep it moving. I'm gonna get in where I fit in. I'll catch up.
That's what we're telling you to do. Catch up now. Get in. Let's go.
Calm down. You know it's been a bad week for me. Either all black. It's been a bad week for me.
My man is mourning right now.
Yeah, I'm in mourning right now. Y'all calm down.
Oh my god.
That friendship that he don't like is friending right now. He in a bad mood.
I know. Yeah.
Dude, you should have that camera turned off. You had technical difficulties with the camera. That go off.
You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all tonight, all right? But yeah, I didn't catch SmackDown as far as Saturday goes. I mean, I think it was a solid card. Mm-hmm. Outside of the one thing I wanted to happen didn't happen.
Yeah.
I know everybody is showing love to AJ and Cena because that was a hell of a match. Okay. I loved all the spots. I loved all the homages they paid. But people gotta put some respect on Seth and Cody, because to me, that was the match of the night. It stole the show. That was the right match to be the main event. Mm-hmm. I think those dudes put on a hell of a performance. Mm-hmm. I'm a little, and I'm sure we'll get here, but I do want to know later on where y'all head is at on his injury. But
yeah, I think we can get into it right now. We're free flowing. Go.
I think it's a work, to be painfully honest with you. I have been fooled by Seth Rollins one too many times. And I think he was on this very network when he hurt his leg at the Saturday Night Main Event, and we believed it was work then. Well, some of us did, some of us did not. And I think we're being worked now. I feel as though whatever reason as to why he had to be written off, I don't think he's hurt. I think, and again, I was talking to Savarsha, Steve's wife, online, and she feels as though it's a ploy because, based on what took place on Monday, CM Punk is now the number one contender. And so I think they're running that story or that play back, just dressing it up and serving it to us, and we're fans. We're gonna eat it up because at some point CM Punk has to get to the mountaintop. But as long as Seth has anything to do with it, he's gonna make it very difficult. So I believe we're being worked. But going back through Saturday really quickly, Hell of a match by both men. I hate the ending. I hate the ending. I just do not. I have a hard time believing that you kick out of the stump, you kick out all these other finishers and all this other stuff, and a Rolex is the item that's used to render you so, I don't say unconscious, but so battered and disheveled that you lose the match. And I kind of got into a conversation a little bit with Steve in the thread, but other than that, I think both men work really well with each other. I think both men have exceptional chemistry with each other. Um, I won't say there was the match of the night, in my opinion. It was definitely a great match. I just can't get away from Cena, AJ Styles. I just can't. Those guys went at it for 25 plus minutes, and for every minute, it made up for the dumbness that we saw WrestlePalooza with Brock Lesnar for 8 and some change. The homage that was paid, the way these guys honored each other, as well as trying to beat the holy hell out of each other, the way these guys just protect each other in the ring, like seeing Cena do Sister Abigail, Chef's Kiss, seeing, AJ Styles, bring out some of his old moves from his past that he dealt with, the RKO from Cena, the attempt to 619, the fact that he finished it off with a tombstone power driver into an AA. I mean, everything was just beautiful. It was perfect. So I love that match. The Tiffany Stratton Stephanie Valkyrie match, it was good. It was solid. I thought it
was really good.
Both women have come a long way. It's weird because you see the emasculation of what, if you will, of these women that were in NXT come along, and now both of them are champions. Both of them are carrying the shoulder for the women's division in their respective brands. And they put on a great matchup. Again, I said this in the chat. I was glad that Tiffany did the work and did the business, and allowed Stephanie to have this moment. I mean, this has been the last 6 months of nothing but Stephanie Valkyrie. After she won and is in the third, so I was proud of that. The opening match, Roman and Bronson Reed. I think that, if I had to pick a worst match of the night, that may had to have been it.
But it was still good.
But the thing, it was great. It was a great match. The story that they were telling, the aftermath of what took place. Roman saying, "I don't want to see you till Christmas."
He skipped over Thanksgiving, so he said, "I don't want to see you at Thanksgiving."
Yeah, I don't want to turkey with you. So, and the way they are slow dripping this Uso bloodline breakup, conflict, whatever they're doing with that. I loved all of it, bro. I loved every second of it. It was very PLA. It was a great PLA, man.
I want to tap in real quick though.
What do you think, bro? What do you think?
I think I thought Roman and Bronson was a really good match. It wasn't a great match. It was a good match. I just love the fact that Roman did the business. Hasn't done the business a lot, like in the last few years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's all business. Like, he put over Bronson Reed. That's what he did. Because you could say there's only a couple people in the last 3, 4, 5 years, whatever you want to say, that's pinned Roman clean 1, 2, 3, or whatever you want to say. Cody and Bronson, right? Yeah. So I thought that was great. I think Stephanie Valkyrie, she doesn't miss.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't miss. Obviously, I love her. She's gorgeous. But she in the ring doesn't miss. She doesn't make mistakes. She's clean. It's almost like it looks effortless how good she is.
Anti-Nia Jax.
Yeah. It really is. So, Tiffany, who can get a little sloppy in the ring, to work with somebody like Stephanie Velcro, whatever your name is. You know what I mean? I love it. Stephanie Vaquer, this is a great year for her. I'm so happy for her because if you like Corey and the guys, if you've watched NXT and you've seen her work at NXT, you knew she was coming and you knew she was legit. To see her now, it's just great. So
yeah,
I mean, I know Corey doesn't like the tag match, Rhea and Io and
worst match of the night.
Worst
match of the night.
Stop it.
Worst match of the night.
It was a good match.
I disagree with it, but I mean, it was still good.
It's still a good match. Like you that's what I'm saying. You may disagree with it. It was still a good match.
It was an okay match, but it was predictable. We all knew what was going to happen if they didn't make a turn. We all knew it was predictable.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to leave the home crowd a little happy, right? Because you're giving them Seth winning over Cody, and I'll disagree with you on that, Sirius, because the watch isn't what knocked him out. It's poetry. It rhymes, right? It's the fact that he used the gift that he got from Cody to get over on Cody. It's not the fact that the watch took him out. It's the poetry in it, right?
Okay,
so that's the significance of it. So I thought it was great. It was a really to Corey's word. It was a terrific match. I mean, Seth is another one of those guys that's just flawless. He doesn't miss. He makes everything look better, whoever he works with. And Cody is like a glove. So those two in a match together is just Seth's kiss. So all in all, it was just a great night. It was a great PLE. And not to mention, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but and I'll pivot real quick and we can get back to WWE. TNA Bound for Glory was pretty damn good. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was pretty damn good. So Mike Santana getting hit the belt from Trick A. Let's talk about it. That was awesome. I thought Kalani Jordan's match was really good. Javon Evans,
he don't miss. He's another that doesn't miss.
I mean, putting those two together in a match for the X Division Championship was just a stroke. Those two, if you didn't watch any match and you want to go back and watch that match, I'll just say that. And
I didn't see it. I seen clips for one match, and I think every wrestling fan has to take a second and say thank you to the Dudley Boys.
Yes,
for everything they've done. They went out and put on a show one last time, and I've only seen clips of the match. I am gonna go find it and watch the whole match. But everything I've heard, all the comments, it was one last banger.
It should be on Peacock.
Yeah, it's. I think it's on Peacock. It was a great match.
Okay. Yeah,
but like to me, the match of the night was Leon Slater and Javon Evans. Just from a standpoint of good, a good match. I think Frankie Kazan was a good match too. Tessa Blanchard, I get lost. I don't know why she's still here. I'm gonna be told. Listen, you don't get to say what you said, and then I'm going to cheer for you or boo you. I'm just going to pretend you don't exist. But it was a good card. Mike Santana and Trick Wheels was a really good match, and to your point, the Hardys versus the Dudley Boys. And just at the end, how they gave him the boots, and it's just something. And I hope Jeff's okay because he looked a little worse for wear in that match at the end. Like he had you could tell he was like a little out of it. So, but other than that, it was just a really good card. So it was a really good weekend for if you're a wrestling fan all around.
Yeah. I did not catch the card, so I would definitely have to go back and check that out. I may be able to do that after tonight's episode. But talking about the tag match, since we're here and my man's in mourning.
The mourning ain't got nothing to do with them, but I'm in mourning.
I thought it was very well done. Again, to Corey's point, very predictable. I knew there was going to be a struggle, and I knew that Io was going to get beat up a little bit. And, the story that they were telling in the ring was very, very believable. And then obviously the hometown girl gets in there and does what she does. And the thing was, I was watching this match more so to see if Corey's prediction came true. Not so much because I felt as though there was any moment that Io and Rhea were going to be in trouble or not win the match. I was waiting to see if the turn took place. It subsequently didn't. And they were backstage, singing happy birthday and blowing out candles and cakes or whatever the case may be. And the friendship that we all love was working. And so Corey, to talk to me, my guy. I mean, I kind of know where your head's at, but talk to me.
Like I said in the clip, where are we going? What are you gonna do with her? There's literally nothing for Rhea right now. You don't want her to touch Stephanie until at least Mania. Her and Io are apparently the best of friends now. The Kabuki Warriors stuff can only go on for a couple more weeks before we're like, okay, we're over this. Had you turned Io, we now have an obstacle for our star to overcome. We have nothing for her. We all know she's going to the title picture, but it's too soon. We want Stephanie to have a nice run before we see those two ladies touch. But there's nothing right now. So what are you going to do with her? So in about a week, 2 weeks, and like we were saying last week, we got a long build up until War Games. What are we going to do between now and then? We'll be tired of the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea way before War Games. So what are we doing? So now we have our biggest star with nothing to do. Sort of like we have with Cody and up until the number one contenders match with Seth. They got these titles and we have nothing for them to do. Well, now we have the biggest draw in the women's division and we have nothing to do with her because nothing else makes sense.
You know what my problem is, Corey? I kind of agree with you, but like you had a number one contenders match, a triple threat that was actually pretty good to close out Raw. And then now on the women's side, you're just automatically putting Roxanne Perez up against Stephanie Vercare without a number one contenders match. Like,
I don't think that's where they're going.
That's exactly what they painted. Serious. That's what they painted on Raw.
I mean, I saw that, but I mean, like, I don't think she automatically gets herself into the title picture. Like, I think she has to qualify and win and do some other stuff.
Yeah, so I mean,
but with that, we can make it make sense. You can make a number one contender make sense. What you can't make sense is having Rhea running around with literally nothing to do until Mania or until Rumble. Because
that's what they're gonna do, right, Corey? Like she's not gonna be in the title picture at Survivor Series, which is a big event. How do you get her into the event? You probably have to put her into War Games, and then to your point, she'll have nothing to do until Royal Rumble. That's what I mean. Like you're not gonna put her in the title. They're not putting her in a title match. They look like it to me. It looks like they're putting Roxanne in there, right? If they're putting Roxanne there. Now, what do you do with Rhea? Do you have dissension among Io and Rhea because they're both vying for the same thing for the belt, right? Is that what you do? I don't know.
But that dissension, nobody cares because we've seen that match already a million times. We've never seen it always gonna cook because them two have chemistry, but we've never seen it with Io being the heel, Io having the group outside helping her, Io screwing over Rhea. We've never seen that.
Right.
Rhea, the one woman in this company that we've never seen Rhea beat that's been around, not the newer ladies, but the women that have been around, we have not seen her beat Io. Now you give her Io with Io being a heel, and you got a story to tell for months. Right now you have nothing.
I mean, the story is Rhea. Sorry.
They can run back to not Roxanne, but Raquel thing.
Well, it's Liv time when Liv comes back.
That's
what they're painting. That's what they're painting. Serious. Roxanne's going to be the number one contender. She's going to get the match against Stephanie, and Liv's going to come out and do the schmaz, and then that's how you bring Liv back.
So now you bring Liv back, and Liv instantly has a story to walk into. So she's got
of course
she's got something to do. Stephanie's the champ, so you can make anything with her make sense. Roxanne's got something to do. Raquel's got something to do. Becky is always going to have something to do, especially with what we saw at the end of Monday night. She's definitely going to be involved in that.
Yeah.
So again, we're sitting here with the biggest draw, and she has literally nothing because you couldn't make one switch. Io can be a heel. We've seen it, and her with back with
Io can be a
Asuka.
heel, but I don't think Io can be a heel, but I don't think the play would be to turn her against Rhea Ripley.
Why?
Because
you can't turn Rhea. Rhea's the biggest star.
You can't turn Rhea.
You can't turn Rhea, so it has to be Io, and you didn't do it, and now you missed your window. Any heel turn now makes 0 sense,
unless they're both going for the belt.
Well,
they're going to save face and keep them both faces, but have them going against each other to get the belt, which is always the equalizer.
But when you do that, you split your crowd in half because people do genuinely love Io. So now you can split the crowd in half. Had you had her turn on Io, because, and we all know this, the WWE crowds are copycat crowds. Had you turned her in Australia, Saturday night they would have went crazy. Monday morning they would have went crazy. So when you get back to the States, the crowd's going to copy that. They would have hated Io. But now you got two faces that are legitimate stars, and there's nothing for them to do. Eventually, we're going to end up with them two against each other. So why are we keeping them best friends, and why are we keeping them faces? That makes no sense.
Right. I agree. But I mean, hopefully they got a way out of this to keep it fresh. But because you got ways to go. It's just not the conventional road, right? It's just not, you know what I mean? It's not the road that you want them to travel, but there is ways to go for them, I think.
Do you have faith in them to get there?
No.
No.
That's my point. We all know.
Let's double click on that. You said they had roads to go, Villain. Like, elaborate.
I think you're talking about the kids from NXT starting to make their mark. I think you've probably got I don't think Jordynne Grace is coming up. I think she's going to stay down there, but I think you got Sol Rika that can come up. I think you got
Sol Rika's involved in tag team stuff on SmackDown. She ain't messing around with Rhea Ripley.
They're gonna break them up eventually. They're headed towards that. But I mean, I think you got that. You got Lola Vice. She might come up to SmackDown and defend your man. Stand by your man. You know what I mean? So you got that. But I mean, there's women at NXT that you can push up. So but honestly,
I mean,
I think it'll be boring. It'll be running it back. Maybe you bring in Nia. Like, maybe you do that. I don't know for Rhea to mess with. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we're waxing poetic here and trying to fantasy book this thing. I think the more and more I sit here and percolate it a little bit, I think Rhea's just going to be reduced to backstage stuff and sitting in Io Sky's corner when she has singles matches with the rest of the Kabuki Warriors, and her and Rhea's corner when she has matches with Raquel or whatever the case may be, and eventually they may go after tag team or whatever the case may be, but at some point, to everybody's recognition, they both remain inventors. Both of them remain inventors. So leaving them stuck in purgatory, if you will, is not a great use of your talent. You feel me? But I just don't think that turning Io on Rhea is smart for business. Why
isn't that smart for business? Because
you got two of your biggest names, at each other's throats now. You know what I'm saying? Like, from a storyline standpoint, I understand where you're coming from, but you got to understand TKO and WWE, right? And so they're all about lining their pockets with funds and whatever case may be. So if you want to get people buying more merchandise and buying more Io Sky stuff and doing all of this stuff and whatever the case may be, you don't turn her on the biggest female star in today's industry. You don't do that.
But nobody's buying EO Sky merch. Ain't nobody buying that. So what are we saving her from? She's not making you no money. She's just a hell of a wrestler. She's one of the best women wrestlers in the world. She ain't no money maker. She's not.
Well, she puts butts in seats. She's just not generating merch.
Yeah, so she's not generating merch, which is
have merch.
Exactly. So you're losing nothing by turning her. And this is wrestling. At some point, we could always turn her back. But for the next couple months, you could have had the biggest thing on TV with those women chasing Rhea and beating Rhea up every week, and finally Rhea overcoming Kyrie and Asuka and Io, and her finally getting a pin over Io to actually earn a title match at Mania. Now what we have, you just reduced the biggest star to a freaking manager. That's what you think is gonna happen. She's gonna be a freaking cheerleader.
That's what has to happen. That thing's gonna happen.
But so that makes no sense. So you just wasted. You wasted what could have been.
She has merch, by the way.
Yeah, I bet you it ain't selling.
But does it? I don't know if it sells or not. I can find out. But listen, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I think EO as a face is better than EO as a heel for the company. I think for the storyline, EO as a heel makes more sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the story is what's gonna make you money. So now,
if her merch isn't moving,
yeah,
what money are we talking about?
But if her merch isn't moving, what's better?
You said her merch ain't moving.
I don't think it is, but so to get your merch moving, if it hasn't been moving as a face, what's better than a cool heel?
I don't know.
There's
a
nothing
heel that doesn't have much of a mouthpiece. I don't know.
I mean, she's talking a lot more. And them speaking in their language and yelling and screaming and all that stuff works better for a heel.
Yeah,
I'm tired of seeing freaking Io Sky crying every week. I'm tired.
She's not crying anymore. She's happy, Io Sky. She's happy.
Yeah, and she would have been even happier. She would have been even happier if she laid out Rhea Ripley at the end of that match.
She's happy because she's hugging on my mommy. That's why she's happy.
Oh yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
So now again, and this is the last time I'm gonna say it, and then we can move on to whatever. Yeah. We have nothing for the biggest star in wrestling on the women's side.
Yes. But nothing. We're not doing anything for Cody either.
I mean, Rhea Ripley's the draw.
Well, Cody, I don't know what they're gonna do with Cody. I don't know at all. I was waiting for Brock Lesnar or somebody to come out.
Well, as far as Cody goes, and then Seth goes, as we've seen, now they're in crisis because Seth might really be hurt this time.
I think Seth is hurt.
Yeah, I don't know if you can go to that well one more time this soon. Now, I thought it was fake at first, but I got a feeling this one's real. And if it is real, I've been killing creative for months. Creative's not smart enough to go through that crisis and build other stuff at the same time. So stuff's gonna suffer.
Yeah, I agree because I feel like the vision split happened. I mean, they've been together since Mania, but I feel like it happened too soon, and I feel like they were put in that position to do it because Seth is hurt, and I don't know why they would do it because Seth is hurt.
Yes, it doesn't make sense. Like
that doesn't click.
If he's hurt, then why have the vision turn?
Well, everything I read was the turn was supposed to happen next year after Mania. If he's hurt and he's got to be off TV, you have to do something to keep Bronson and Bryan relevant. If Seth's just not there, then they're not relevant.
They are. They have Paul Heyman. They could be relevant. They can run muck. You just put Bronson over with Roman.
Yeah.
Why not have Roman come out and take out Seth Rollins, take out Little Brother, and then
do you think Roman was still in Australia?
He might have been, but CM Punk was there.
Yeah, but they took Punk out. I feel like, and I see we different on this, but I feel like if he's really hurt, them turning on him makes the most sense.
It doesn't to me.
Why?
Because, like I said, if Seth, first of all, if Seth's not on TV, like There's nothing for them. They have nothing. You've already beaten Roman. Roman's not going to be there every week, and now he's dealing with his people. He's dealing with the Usos right now.
Mm-hmm.
Braun just who's he got beef with right now? He's not really. He's been in Bronson's corner throughout this stuff. Like,
yeah, but I don't know. To me, like, they didn't take Seth out. I mean, it was a spear and a tsunami. I've seen that before, and they've come back the next week. So you're telling me that's going to take him out?
They take him out as much as the Watch took Cody out.
Oh my god!
I mean, come on, man. This is the world of wrestling, baby.
I know. But
We can make anything look good. The Watch took Cody out Saturday. The tsunami, which Seth took 20 of a year ago, only one took him out this time. But you guys, they can. We all know he's hurt. We all know, like Coach says, kayfabe is dead. So we all know he's really hurt. They can just say, "Hey, that tsunami tore his shoulder up. Look how he landed on his arm. He's out."
Mm-hmm.
The spear that can make the spear the most feared move in wrestling. That one spear broke some ribs. I mean, and now Braun
the next day with the broke rib.
But then what are we doing with the belt though, Corey? Like, what are we doing?
Oh, that's vacated. But you know what you do? I've seen people online trying to figure out. Oh, well, if he's really hurting, he's got to vacate it. What do you do with Punk? Do you have him face the two again? No. You put the man that took the champion out. You put him in the match. You put Braun Breaker in the match, and you speed up the timetable, and you put that title. You put that title on Braun.
No, that is the. Ask Jey Uso how that worked out. That is the worst idea in the world.
You know what Jey didn't have? He didn't have Heyman. He didn't have Bronson Reed. The story to me about putting the belt on him is not making him the champion. The story is keeping that title away from Punk until Mania.
Yeah, but I'm just not there with Bronson being a champ. He's barely had any singles matches since he dropped the IC belt. Now we're gonna put the strap on. Come on, that doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, serious. Everything, but we all complain because everything's been predictable. Do you see Braun Breaker as the champion right now? No, you don't. Do you think he could carry that belt and terrorize Raw for a couple months? Yes. If he wins that belt at Survivor Series, you tuning in to see what happens next. I mean, you're gonna tune in anyway, but you're gonna really be interested in that championship that we have no interest in right now. Now we're gonna have interest in it. You cannot let Punk get that title right now. You have to make him wait till Mania.
I'm not saying give it to Punk. I just don't feel as though.
Who are you gonna put it on, Serge? We fantasy booking right now. Who you gonna put it on? Who makes sense on Raw? Don't you say what I think you're gonna say.
I'm not saying Jay.
No, not Jay. Not Jay. He definitely can't do it right now though. So you can't put it on Jay.
You can't put it on Jay.
And the
you
other
put
man
it on Punk.
No, it's too soon.
You can't put it on Punk until Mania.
Yeah, then we did SummerSlam for no reason.
Yeah, you can put it on Punk until Mania.
Well, who are you gonna put it on? LA Knight?
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't you dare put that belt on LA Knight.
It can't go on LA Knight. It can't go on LA Knight.
Out of all the top tier talent on Raw, he's the worst. I'd rather see the belt on Logan Paul than LA Knight.
Oh damn!
That's
I'm telling
absurd.
you how I feel.
That's absurd.
I'd rather see.
No, I can't go there. I can't go. I don't want to see anything on.
I didn't say I wanted to see it on him. I don't want to see him as champion.
How long has he been gone since SummerSlam?
Who Logan Paul?
Yeah.
He had to wrestle since he wrestled Cena.
Oh, great! Awesome. Amazing.
Look,
amazing.
You can't put it on LA Knight because he's, in my opinion, he's garbage. He's a mid-card champion at best. Can't put it on Jay. Jay got family business. You can't put it on Roman. If you put it on Roman, it's too soon for that. Even though I could see it because that was the Mania match, and now that's been all but confirmed. That was the Mania match. I just don't see where you go. What do you can you say that they turned on Seth because they got a new leader? Paul Heyman's other man. that we know nobody want to see?
Oh God! If they bring Brock back to put, I'm gonna barf.
That's what I'm saying. So what options do we have other than Braun Breaker, who we know is?
It has to either be Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed. Now I'm looking at it.
It can't be Bronson Reed because Braun Breaker's the one that he tore the group up first and said you're either with me or you're not.
Yeah,
so it's not.
It's gotta be
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker is the leader now.
It has to be Braun Breaker.
And you can easily, we all know how good Paul Heyman is. You can easily make it make sense. You can say, hey, Paul Heyman, pull some strings. You in the match.
Right.
So it's very simple. You have to put it on Braun Breaker. There's literally, we just went through the whole Raw roster. There's nobody.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah. There's no other.
I'd rather see it on LA Knight. That's your opinion is one thing, but I'd rather, if you're going to have a transitional champion, it might as well be the guy that would be a transitional champion.
But it's not a transitional champion if you take it from Survivor Series to Mania. That's not transition.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mick Foley was a transitional champion. He didn't main event WrestleMania. He dropped into the Rock at Rumble or the Sunday Night Heat. He was a transitional champion from after like November to Royal Rumble. It's happened before.
Well, in the Attitude Era, all of them were transitional champions because they switched that belt around every other week.
Sure, but the transitional champion in that period was the guy that was going to drop the belt to get to WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I'm saying give it to Braun and let him carry it until Mania. Let him drop it.
I don't want him headlining a Mania yet.
Why is the World Heavyweight Championship got to be the headliner?
Because then the belt means nothing. Then we're talking about nothing.
That's the junior belt anyway. We've already established that.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't headline last year. It was a triple threat. And then
it has to be one of three people. It has to be either Braun or Jay. And it's not going to be Jay. It's not going to be Jay.
Give it to Jay.
It's not going to be Jay.
Hold on, though. Real question, though, Villain.
I would like it to be Jay. Don't get it twisted.
Do we all, and it's just speeding it up because of the injury, do we all believe that Braun Breaker is a future superstar and a future world champion?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So my thing is, we have no choice right now. Let's see if the kid can handle being the main event.
I've seen this story, Corey. Like, they rushed it with Jay. He wasn't ready. They got the belt off him.
But the difference
they did it. They force fed us Roman Reigns, and we hated it for years. Don't do it to this kid. Don't do it.
This kid's not a face. They was trying to feed you Roman as a face.
But let it be organic. This isn't
organic, right? It is now.
You know what we need? You know who I miss right now? You know who I really miss? Gunther. That's who we miss. Because he is credible, and he is the guy that can carry this belt. I can't believe I'm saying this because it's not like I dislike him, but I'm not supposed to like him. We need Gunther. That's who we need.
He should be back soon because the talk was him and Cena and Saturday Night's main event. So he should be getting close. He should be getting close. Mm-hmm. Now, if you can get Gunther back and you put him in with Punk and you have him beat him, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But right now, as the roster stands, it's Braun Breaker. That's the only option you got. And if you put, that
wasn't the only option they had. That's what they gave us because they did this whole swerve. They didn't have to do it like this. That's what they're forcing you to do now. They're force feeding you Braun Breaker like they force fed us Roman Reigns.
Which is why I never understood why the vision turned.
It doesn't make sense. It's a great story because nobody saw it coming. You saw the reactions, right, Corey? It's serious. You saw the reactions on social media. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so let's look at it this way then. Yeah. Let's flip it and go the other way. The turn didn't make sense to y'all. Could it be what Sirius thought? He don't want to face Punk. He's not really hurt. He's trying to get out the match with Punk.
I hope so.
Because you can take a tsunami, you can take a spear, and you can make it look good. Yeah, this is wrestling. Maybe he just don't want Punk to have a chance.
You know, he can't beat him. Can't beat him. He lost that great cage match on.
He lost the cage match and needed Becky to kick him in the nuts or whatever. So maybe
that's how we'll know if it's legitimate. If he don't drop that title in the next, I'll say a month. Give him a month. If he don't drop that title in the next month, we'll know, hey, something ain't right.
Yeah.
But I do think
he'll drop the belt as soon on Raw.
On Raw.
Yeah.
Actually, they'll probably make an announcement about it sooner than later, right?
They got 2 weeks. I'm giving them 2 weeks.
Okay.
To either drop that belt or
they're gonna have to clear it up, and they're gonna have to clear it up fast because everybody knows that nobody believes Seth. Yeah. So if he's really hurt, you got to clear it up, and if he's not hurt, you got to clear it up because now if you don't clear it up ASAP, we're gonna be like, oh, something ain't right.
Yeah.
So, but those are the only things that make sense to me. Either he's not really hurt and he's trying to weasel his way out of the Punk match, or you put the belt on Braun Breaker. It's the only 2 things that make sense to me.
We'll see. Yeah. But it was definitely unexpected. I got a semi-spoiler because somebody called me and said I need to be watching.
All I told you was to watch. I told you, I asked if he was watching it. He was like, no.
I knew something was happening on that side, so I was like, dude, what the hell?
I was literally going to text y'all because I didn't think they were going to turn. I thought Roman was coming.
That's what I thought was happening.
Yeah,
I thought Brock was coming. I thought Brock was coming or something like that.
Yeah, I thought something was going to happen because the way they were posing and then the way the credits came up, I was like, yo, that's not the end. Something's going to happen. But I did not see that coming. That caught me off guard.
I didn't see it coming either.
They did their job. They got us. They caught us off guard.
No, it was a good one. I mean, like I said, it was a good week. Corey, I don't know if you were listening before you came on, but like after WrestlePalooza, that disaster that was on ESPN, WWE had a really good week. I think we had a good weekend of wrestling from SmackDown to Crown Jewel to Bound for Glory to Raw. NXT was pretty solid last night as well. Let's talk about it. I love Trick Williams, man. I cannot wait for him to come up. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but there's a little bit of Obi Femi in Omos that they're teasing. Omos that they're teasing.
I've seen that.
You saw it, right? So
yeah, I saw it
can't
online.
wait. I can't wait for that. So like, everybody that said that, they don't know what they're doing, fall back.
I can't fall back. I know you're talking to me. I can't fall back yet. They don't know.
I see people on socials. shout out to all the podcasters and all that think they know better and they know how to do storylines. If they're so smart, then they could have their own wrestling promotion and do it themselves. So, they're all saying that Triple H need to be fired. He don't know what he's doing. Like, dude, just relax, man.
I do think
nobody's perfect.
I do think that, like you said, after WrestlePalooza, couldn't get no worse. Yeah. I gave Crown Jewel a solid B+. Mm-hmm. It couldn't be an A in my book just because what I wanted to happen didn't happen.
You see, that's biased, Corey. You can't do that.
It's very biased. It's very biased. It's very biased. They did not take my idea. They would have made the story much better, so they got a B+. But right. Coming off of WrestlePalooza, to me, you get a B+. ESPN gave you, I think, a B. Mm-hmm. If you continuously get better every month, going into the Rumble, going into Chamber, like if Survivor Series should be no less than an A. They gotta knock it out the park, and then we on our way because they're getting better every month. If they get better for the next couple months and all the PLEs start to get better, I can forgive WrestlePalooza because I can just say, hey, it was the first show on ESPN. They wanted to knock the kinks out. They wanted to see what they could do and what they couldn't do. They cooking now. So as long as they getting better every month, we good.
Now I just need to know, what are we doing with War Games? I just don't know where they're going to go. No idea. Nothing's been planted. Like anything that's been planted has kind of been taken off the table. They're reshuffling the deck. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't.
They're gonna do the Wyatt Six. All right.
You just want to be mean just to make
the Wyatt Six is going in War Games
against the MFTs.
MFTs, right?
Yeah, that's it. What other story? Now I know you don't want to see it. I would tune in just to see the car crash. But what else have they hinted at? That's the only thing that could resemble a 5-on-5 or whatever to get in the war games. They haven't hinted at nothing else. Except for Roman saying he don't want to see them boys till Christmas.
And that's diabolical, Corey. Like you know, there's Thanksgiving before Christmas. Like you're supposed to get together with family.
That's why he the best in the business right now. This man cut a hell of a promo with no mics.
No mic.
At the end of a match, just sitting on his butt in the middle of the ring.
I don't want to see y'all until Christmas. Like, I felt that, Lord. Like, I felt that. Like, oh my God. But seriously, like, is Survivor Series 2 nights? It's 2 nights, right?
No. It's only one night.
It's one night. Okay.
It's only one night.
So, I mean, if they were smart, they would do 2 nights, but I guess one night, fine. You cannot have your war games be the MFTs.
You don't think so?
Nope, can't do it because unless you really have a card underneath it that really cooks. Because first of all, I don't know if we said this on this show, but I am tired of PLEs only being 5 matches. I'm sick of it. Like, get another match or 2 in there. It won't kill you. Okay, the 5-match PLE is not cooking anymore. You got enough talent, make it happen, right? You got belts that don't get defended that should be defended, never. Tag titles, never. Women's US title, never. The US title, barely. I mean, now you're doing the open challenge, which is good, but that never gets put on a pay-per-view or PLE. Sorry, I'm sick of that. So if you're gonna put the MFTs versus the Wyatt 6, you got to have some title matches and some big high stake matches underneath it to make the whole pay-per-view elevate.
In my opinion, huh?
Go. I'm left you.
In my opinion, with the 5 matches, I feel like I like the 5-match format for everything except for the big 4. I think Mania, Rumble, Survivor Series, SummerSlam definitely because it's 2 nights. I think those are the cards that you need to reserve for those big cards. And then every other PLE that they throwing together now, 5 or 6 matches. Get them in, get them out, have decent shows. But you do have a massive roster that you got to start using. So, I mean, so when you get to these PLEs, you should be, if you're not going to use them on the PLEs, you should be having big time matches on Raw and SmackDown. You should be defending those titles on Raw and SmackDown, especially the week of a PLE. Because, like, when you go to these certain cities, you're having all the shows in that city. So you're giving these people a whole week of wrestling. Well, give them big matches that's not going to be on the pay-per-view. Give them big matches on Raw and SmackDown. You have all these titles. Like poor Julia, I didn't forgot she was the champion until the other day because I seen her on Instagram.
I mean, I like Kalani. Oh, Lord have mercy. But I mean, like,
Kalani's awesome. But like, to Corey's point, like Julia is the Women's United States champion and hasn't defended since she won it. I mean, she may have defended it once.
I think she's defended it once. I think that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a mistake. It's a mistake because Julia is really good and they're wasting it.
But the problem is, bro, like, you know, again, we're ping ponging all over the place. Mid-card women on SmackDown is very 3 people. You know, you got Chelsea Green, you got Meechin.
But that's why Raw and SmackDown don't need a mid-card title. It's cool on Raw because you got Becky, but for real, when you think about it, you have Becky, and Becky can feud with anybody. But the mid-card scene on Raw isn't that great either. It's been for months. It's been Becky, Bayley, what's the bird chick? Yeah,
and
her.
Bayley was cooking Monday night.
Oh my God! I meant to text y'all when she slapped her and she started smiling. I said, "Ooh, I like it.
I like it." But she was wearing that outfit. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Hey, look,
But
man,
no, seriously, like I love what they're doing with her. I think Lyra is doing great. I think the mid card is good on Raw because they're using people they don't typically you would think Bailey was in the main event card and she's was working in the mid card. I think you got people that you should be using like Roxanne in the mid card. I think Maxine. We all said it. She had a great match, Corey, right? Serious. She had a great match. And I think, Becky put her over to that. Now that match next week is a believable match.
Yep.
But I think there's other women that they could use that they're not using.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Candice LeRae still hurt?
Oh, she's still with the company?
Yes, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is she still? Mm-hmm. You just
I'm looking at it now.
I was just talking because I don't.
She's not archived.
Well, the women's division is top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very top heavy,
right.
which is fine. But you got these mid card titles. You need to start building some of these women up. Like Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green should not be a mid carder no more. Chelsea Green should be in the title picture.
Yeah.
Like when Naomi went out. If the plan wasn't already Stephanie Vakir, they should have found a way to get Chelsea on the Raw and put that belt on her. She's very entertaining. She's believable. Her and her crew. Yeah, it's like you could have did something with her. She should be in the world title picture. She should not be a mid card.
But again, in order to move Chelsea Green up, somebody has to come out on SmackDown. So who do you take out? Who do you take out of the?
Well, who's the main event? Who's the main event scene on SmackDown? You got Tiffany.
You got Nia, you got
Jade.
Well, Jay's on the shelf for a little bit because of that nasty injury that she's probably still.
Well, but she's still in the picture, and then you got Bianca Belair on her way back, who should be back.
You think she should be back any second? We don't.
Yeah, we don't know. We really don't know. But you really got to get somebody in front of Tiffy time really soon.
And you should be putting somebody like Chelsea in front of her.
Okay, so who fantasy booking thing here? What does Tiffy do now? Does she run it back with Jay Cargill and Nia Jax?
No, because that's boring. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying.
You've seen that for a while.
You put Chelsea. You ain't got what's the chick with Chelsea Green's crew? The big chick, Piper Niven. She out.
She hurt. Yeah.
So what you do is you find one more woman to put in Chelsea's group to take Piper's spot, and you have Chelsea challenging Tiffany. We haven't seen it
now. I mean, that's
So you get her somebody and you put her in the title picture. You don't have to put the strap on her, but she's believable and she's more entertaining than Nia Jax. Because eventually the title's going on Jade. Eventually that's the move, but you don't want to do it this soon because she ain't ready for that.
Jade before Bianca.
Well, see, you count on Bianca coming back, and I don't know if Bianca coming back.
I see the girl working out, so it's very possible that she comes back.
Well, if she comes back, she's the head of the table, so to speak. She's definitely the head of the women's division on SmackDown. She could instantly walk in and take that title off Tiffany.
Correct.
So, but yeah, I think Chelsea need to be in the title picture. Chelsea, to me.
She deserves it.
Yeah, she deserves it. But she not only deserves it, she's earned it.
And she works.
To me, Chelsea for SmackDown is what Becky is for Raw.
Yeah, and I think the biggest mistake was taking that U.S. title off of Chelsea because she worked that belt she made that belt worth it, and she has good matches.
Why don't they just put the strap back on her? Because they're not doing anything with Julia.
Yeah, but now you got two heels going. It's boring, two heels. You know what I mean? So
you got to find. In my opinion, they should have just
Chelsea a heel. Like she's kind of like in the middle.
No, she's not in the middle. She's
Chelsea's a heel.
I just love her. Yeah.
Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Matt.
Yeah,
but she's a big
I'm about to say if you ask Matt, he's gonna tell you she's a heel.
Yeah, she's a heel. And Matt was great on NXT. I don't know if you watched him, but shout out to Matt. He was great.
I gotta go back and watch it. I seen pieces of it. Everything I've seen for NXT has been clips.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the crowd was so over for him. It was awesome. But yeah, like I really want to see Chelsea in that. At least, even if she doesn't win it, she would be a credible match. She would be a good match for Tiffany.
Would she though?
Yes.
Yeah, she would.
Because if you go into that match, if you have a decent build to that match, and you've seen Tiffany win all these title matches, you get a decent build with Chelsea Green. When you watch that match, you're gonna be like, "Hey, Chelsea got a chance." They might actually pull the trigger. When you see Nia Jax in there, you're not at no point are you thinking,
No
"Oh,
point.
Nia,
Right.
Yeah, Nia's walking out with the belt tonight." You're not thinking it. So
I mean,
and you know what I would do with Julia? Since y'all didn't give me EO, I would have her drop the belt and take her butt over to Raw, and I'd have her go with Asuka in there. Somebody got to terrorize Rhea for the next couple months.
Who's gonna do it?
I'd put Julia with him. If you ain't gonna give me EO,
would that be believable though?
Is the mouthpiece she got right now believable?
Well, she's a hell of a mouthpiece though.
Like Julia terrorizing, stop it.
Bro,
I ain't never gonna stop, but the villain never stops.
we not doing nothing with her. You got to get her involved in a story. Like Julia too great of a wrestler to be doing nothing.
Yeah, to be doing absolutely nothing is boring. It's boring. She's too good. They're like wasting her.
No,
they're wasting her.
It won't.
It will cook. Stacey know what she's talking about.
No, it won't cook.
Especially when
why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't
it?
It doesn't make sense. Like I just can't see.
Okay, but you saying what makes sense and what don't make sense? Yeah, it doesn't make sense right now. It doesn't make sense.
Now she's making sense.
No. I'm saying you saying it don't make sense.
That makes sense.
No, but what she's doing right now doesn't make sense. So
no, you talking about Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she doesn't make sense. But if you move Julia over to Raw, and she starts that beef not again with Roxanne like that in NXT, that will make sense. But putting Julia with the Kabuki Warriors is dumb. Nobody's gonna believe that.
Having her with a mouthpiece with a championship not defending it is dumb and nobody believes
I mean,
it. So you're taking her from one stupid story to something else that you think is stupid. What are you hurting? What are you hurting?
We're supposed to get out of stupid. We're not supposed to just perpetuate stupid. Like
creative
is dumb. I will agree with you. What they're doing with Julia is dumb, but to take her out of this dumb and put her with this dumb defeats the purpose. Now, if you take her from SmackDown and throw her in Raw, and automatically we start that thing with her and Roxanne that they had at NXT that cooked for months. That gives Roxanne something to do.
Well, either way, they need to take that strap off of her, even if you don't do the Raw. Strap got to come off.
Or have her defend the damn thing.
Yeah, but it's too late now. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
They should have put the belt on Michin and let Michin cook with it for a little bit.
They should have never pulled it off of Chelsea.
They should have never pulled it off Chelsea. They should have had Chelsea have a real long reign so she could just talk about, hey, I was the longest reigning U.S. champion. You know what she was already doing. Except it would have been. You should have kept it on her for like a
year. Yeah.
See?
Yes, they.
No.
Yes, they.
But
competing?
First of all, Asuka against anybody to me is believable because Asuka people have forgotten how great Asuka is.
I think they forgot. I really
Curry.
I saw a video today where they just had that every week, her screaming that.
Yeah. I sent it to you.
Was it you? Okay.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like, Kyrie,
man,
Kyrie,
and that's, they turned her into a cartoon character, and now we're finally getting to see, hey, Asuka can still go.
Yeah, because she's on TV every week, so I'm with that. Yo, that snake paint all over her face, and that is so ill. I can't get over that. But yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of good ways to go. I think I don't think they're underutilizing Chelsea because there was a point where she wasn't getting on TV. You know what I mean? And now she's on TV every week. So I just think they need to take advantage of that. I think, we all said it. Her little segment on Unreal just really opened people's eyes to how really good she is. And I just think they're gonna just don't fumble it. Use her. She's awesome. Let it work.
What did you just ask of this company to do? Not fumble it. Man, come on, they Derrick Henry right now. They fumble.
Come on, Corey. Come on.
They Derrick Henry.
Here we go.
Right now.
Fourth quarter is a fumble, baby. Every time.
I can't with you right now. I can't, Corey.
I just seen a comment Stacey put up there. She said free Rhea up to beef with somebody else. Who?
Like a bunch of owls in here, man. Who? A bunch of owls.
Like, who is Rhea going to beef with?
That's why
anybody.
That's why you're supposed to turn EO.
We're not doing this, Corey. We're not going back to this. You're gonna die. We're not going back to this right now.
Flowers and sing upper room. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, we all sitting here like, who's she gonna feud with? Who? EO is who it was. They ruined it. Unless you find some way to get her in.
They won't run that Raquel Rodriguez joint back. At least until Liv comes back. Once Liv comes back, boom, Liv and Rhea is going to redo the damn thing.
See, we sitting here talking about what they should and what they might do, and we all know what they're really going to do. She's going to mess with Asuka and them for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
And we're going to be so sick of it by the time we get to next year. We're going to be like, damn, do we even really want to see Rhea in the main event?
But, I mean, Asuka and Rhea would cook. That's not going to
work. It's too late to turn EO.
It's not going to work. Stacey.
Should it be? You supposed to do it. You were supposed to do it over there.
She's instigating. She's trying to rile you up.
She's trying. She on a ship somewhere trying to start some stuff. You know what, Miss Williams? I'm not playing with you. Asuka versus Rhea is the long play. No, it's not.
Why not? They can work.
No, it won't.
It definitely won't work now.
No. The long play, the long play is Stephanie and Rhea. That's the long game. How we get there is the problem. Because we're not trying to have Rhea Ripley mess with Stephanie Vaquer until January 2026.
And that's the thing. Like, what do you
which is 2.5 months away, by the way.
But there's no way that if she's not in a serious story, that at some point she's not going to say, "Hey, I want my championship back," before it's time. Like, what are you? There's nothing. The only thing I can see is, like I was going to say, is you get her somehow in a feud with Becky in the next month or so, because Becky can bet. Y'all know how I feel about Becky. She can make anything look good. So
does
that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense.
Does Becky drop the strap?
Heck no.
Let me get it straight. You're gonna take your A-list star and Rhea Ripley and have her mess around with the mid-card title.
Why not?
I'm not saying even have her chasing the title. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. I can't make sense of it. I'm just saying the only person I can see credible to feud with is Becky.
Yeah. I mean, because Becky is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and that's not just her saying it. It's Sports Illustrated saying it, Bleacher Report. They all say it.
Yeah, they all say it.
Well, I honestly think that Becky and this AJ Lee thing is going to run back through a couple more times.
Sure. Snap. I didn't forgot. That's my bad. I didn't forgot about AJ. I ain't seen her in a couple weeks. I forgot.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's going to be.
She on that Roman.
So
that's a hell of a schedule, though.
To your point, what the hell is the Kabuki Warriors? That's what we're doing.
That's it.
Yeah, so that's it. That's why the turn's the only thing that made sense to me.
That's what we're doing.
There's no way when you sit here and you talk it out and you start thinking about it that you don't agree that the turn's the only thing that made sense. That's the only thing to keep the story going that actually makes the story make you want to see the story. She is full time. She said she's signed the full time deal. Mm-hmm. She full time, Stacey.
Just not to start.
I'm not arguing with the comments. Get your butt on this camera.
She's on vacation. She's on vacation.
Nah. Yeah. It's gonna be the Kabuki Wars, man.
So, but hey, what do y'all think is gonna happen with Cody?
Who?
With Cody. Forget the Kabuki Warriors and Rhea, because we all know this is about to be born. What are we gonna do
Randy?
Randy's about to turn.
I know.
Randy has to turn.
Well, he doesn't have to turn. He doesn't have to turn to divide for the belt. He doesn't have to turn.
He does have to turn. The story don't make sense.
No, he does not.
He's got to turn. Look,
no, you want him to turn. He doesn't need to turn.
It doesn't make sense unless he turns, bro.
No, it does. He just wants the belt. That's all.
Okay,
If
that's the case, he could have went after that belt all year.
Okay, check this out. Make me believe that this feud between Randy and Cody can work.
It's not a feud. It's not a feud. He just wants the belt. That's it. You don't have to be blood like out for blood to get the belt. He just wants the belt.
Villain. I love being on this show because we got some of the smartest wrestling fans I've met. Dub. Nobody cares about that if Randy or Cody is not a heel.
Oh God.
If that's not a blood feud for that title, nobody cares. If Randy came out next week and said, Cody, I love you, I want a title match, I'm coming on this show and I'll be like, Villain, you really want to see this? This matters to you. Do you believe in it? You the only one.
Because Randy going for what, 15?
Randy got to tap into them voices for that feud to work.
Yes.
And it can't just be a one-off. It's got to be a feud. Randy got to, and I think we saving it for around Rumble time when the build really starts to Mania. But Randy has to punt Cody in the head. That's it.
I told y'all that a couple weeks ago. He has to punt him up in the head.
Yeah, he has to punt him in the head. And nothing else works. Nothing else works for Cody and Randy.
And then that feud will cook for a while.
You can do just what you did with Cena and Cody this year. You can have him go at Mania, and then you can have him go again at SummerSlam. That is a feud that's 10, 15 years in the making right there. And you want to take a feud that we've all said is 10, 15 years in the making, and you want to reduce it to I want a title match, buddy.
Please and thank you, kind sir. Because
you're not living up to the villain right now. You're not living up to the villain.
What's going on?
We calling you.
I don't need fake villains. It's a fake villain. Nobody's gonna accept it. They're not gonna accept it. They don't want to see. They want to cheer
everybody.
They don't want to see the voices in his head. They want to sing the voices in his head. They don't want to see that.
Ma'am.
Everybody wants to see Randy turn heel, except you and Stacey.
No,
you and Stacey is it. If you go read all the comments,
it's not even Stacey. It's her husband, Brian. Brian, stop it. Get your face and say it's Brian. It's not even Stacey. I know Stacey better than that.
You're not finna turn QB1. You're not finna do it right now. QB1's not turning.
Well,
it's got to be.
Sirius had his way, or whoever had his way, he'd be a heel already right now. So I don't know. Bring Logan Paul back. Let him feud with him.
Did you just say that? Did you just say that?
Yeah, just to piss you off. Let Logan Paul feud with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Anything but Randy. Anything but Randy turning heel.
So I mean, since we just all over the place tonight, what do you think your two title matches for Mania are? If Seth's really injured. Okay, well, what do you think they're doing with Cody at Mania?
So it's gonna be Punk and Gunther, and it's gonna be Cody and
Randy or Tim.
No.
The final boss.
Get the fuck out! You know what?
It'll be.
Woo sa.
No, it'll be Cody. Can I see Cody Roman 3? I don't know.
That's what I want. If it's not Roman and Seth,
I don't see
if it's not Roman and Seth, and it's not Randy and Cody. If those two matches can't happen, I want part 3.
Okay.
But my dream match for Mania this year is Roman and Seth.
I need that.
I need it, but if he's really hurt, we ain't getting it.
I need Roman and Seth or Seth and Punk.
I don't want to see Seth and Punk at Mania.
I need it. I need that for the championship.
And if Gunther's in the championship match, it's an opening match. It's not a main event.
It needs.
I mean, I need Seth and CM Punk one more time because they just they are magic together. There's so many ways to go. You know, there's a triple threat coming.
Yeah.
Well, we all know Roman's going to be in the main event. One of them.
He's a draw.
Yeah, he's a draw. Plus, they already got him penciled in to face Seth. So if it's not Seth, it's going to be him and somebody. It could be him and Punk. You could get to him and Punk easily.
Or this is the only time where I will accept Dwayne and me.
Dwayne versus
Team
Roman is not happening until it's not happening.
Team Dwayne, he got to put some weight on.
Yeah, it's not happening until
He'll step for a movie. He'll be in Iron Paradise. He'll be fine.
But that's already the match they paying for Saudi. It's already Roman and Rock next year or the year after next. Not this coming year, but in Saudi, it's already Roman and Rock. That's what they want. I'm pretty sure when they did the deal, they said this is our main event. So Randy's turning though, villain. It's coming.
Yeah, right.
No.
It's coming.
No.
It's coming. I didn't get EO, damn it. I'm getting Randy.
Randy's turning.
I want 09 Randy. I want Randy just punting everybody every week.
And by December, Randy will have punted Cody into the head. And Cody's coming back right around Royal Rumble.
The day Randy punts him, I'm getting in the group thread and I'm saying emergency pod ASAP.
I'm already on it. Just let me know. Stacey, yeah, I'm already on it. That evening, whatever happened, it's a wrap.
It's coming, villain. The man ain't just looking at the championship to say, "Hey, buddy, I want a chance."
It looks good. It looks good.
And if you go back to King of the Ring, he wanted to go back in there and tear him up then. He had to calm himself down. They already planted the seeds to this. It's coming. The only thing they could do to swerve us is have Cody get him before he gets Cody. It's the only thing you can do because it's coming.
Yeah.
Turn that frown upside down, pal.
It's like villain. It's so hard to say goodbye to face Randy.
No.
Face Randy is so boring, man. We don't want it.
No, it's not boring. It's for the fans. I hear voices that everybody's singing his praises. No, we don't know. No.
Can I say something about what you just said? It's good for the fans. Hey, screw them people. Turn Randy.
Here's the funny thing. Dominic Mysterio is technically a heel.
And they love him.
They love that dude.
I can't wait to see him and Cena. I can't wait to see it. Because Cena gonna put him. I think we've seen Cena win his last match. He's not winning no more. He gonna put Dom over at War Games, and whoever he faced the Saturday night's main event, unless somehow we get Edge.
Oh my God, I hope it's Edge.
If it's Edge, we all going crazy.
I'm going crazy. And the thing is, I think I'm working that event. That's the funny thing.
I'm trying to get in the building, but I seen the pre-sale today. It was $300. It was $300 in the nosebleed section.
You up there dapping Jesus?
Yeah, I said, wait.
That one.
I don't know about that one. I'm gonna wait a little while, a couple months, and see them things start to come down a little bit because ain't no regular person paying for them tickets.
So, with that being said, let me get you guys out of here, man. Corey, give me a plug in the country. Shut it down, big homie.
Hey, man, see the show, like the show, follow the show. We here every Wednesday now. See y'all next week. Talk some more wrestling next week. Hey, villain, next week be a little happier, all right?
You just ruined my mood for the rest of the evening.
This coming from a guy that's dressed in all black at a funeral. I love this guy.
I know,
exactly. The 49ers got me hurting right now.
No, you just want to pass your misery on to me. Now you make it
Yeah, somebody got to join me.
Oh, misery loves company, right?
Exactly. I'm mad today. We all gonna be mad.
All right, big dog. I'll holler at you, man. Villa, get us out of here, big homie.
Yeah, man. Listen, having a lot of fun talking wrestling. You know, a great week for wrestling. More to come. We're here every week. We're doing it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next, Orange and Blue Skies coming at you soon this Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Full week for us. The wife's gonna be mad, but I love you anyway. That's it. Catch us on our socials. We got content every day. So holla at us.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Yo, it's your boy Sears up in that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and absolute pleasure doing these show with these gentlemen on tonight, man. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us, supporting us, man. I say this a lot, man. This table is big enough for everybody, man. Just get in where you fit in, and we'll keep this thing going. Villain alluded to it a second ago, man. Next week, man, we got shows on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Houston Rockets show Sunday night with myself, Larry, Steve, my man Jesse, previewing the 2025-2026 season. His Orange and Blue Sky show is going to be on Monday. Our regular Total Sports show is on Tuesday, and we back in the building on Wednesday, talking everything about wrestling, man. So we locked and loaded next week, so definitely get in where you fit in, man. Pull up, grab a seat, get comfortable, man. We're going to be here a while. With that being said, I always close my shows out like this, man. God is good. Even though sometimes people let, man, God bless you. Catch you on the next one. Peace.